Yeah, eat, sleep, fantasy, you rockin' with the best. NFL Fantasy Football Podcast. We talking mock drafts, running backs, better follow the conversation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Eat, Sleep, Fantasy Football Podcast. My name is Dale. Once again, we have an awesome show for you today with the Canadian sensation, Clayton Cadu.
Yo.
Dude, we're going to have so much fun this episode. If you
Let's
think
do
last
it.
episode was fun.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we talked a whole lot of nonsense in that one. Saw a whole bunch of pictures that I still laugh about. So if you didn't check us out on YouTube yet, there's one of them. There he's at.
Yeah, no, we had a lot of fun. YouTube, look for our channel. It's we're gonna get more and more visual. I think I like the visual aspect of it all. But then it's alienating people that are listening to us only on audio. If you guys are listening to us for the first time, welcome. We appreciate you trying out this podcast for the very first time. You're thinking, what am I getting myself into? I'll tell you what you're getting into. You're getting some hard-hitting facts, some great fantasy analysis. Clayton and I are probably the best fantasy football podcast or fantasy football players in the world. I think we're both
even close.
Last time I checked, we were both ranked number 1 among fantasy football players in the world. 1A and 1B. We'll decide later.
I'll give you the 1A. That's fine. I don't mind taking a back seat, Dale.
I'm not saying that, I actually am saying that we're awesome. And nobody's as awesome as us. So good thing that you accidentally found us. You stumbled across us. Probably read some iTunes reviews that some weren't so nice, some that were very polarizing when it comes to, certain people just hate us. That's what it is. They hate when I talk about my daughter. They hate when your kid cries in the background.
Yep.
But you know what? Fuck it. We're doing it. So welcome everybody. Clayton, we're gonna do some sit starts today, buddy. Not sit starts. We're gonna do some buy, sell, hold, trade, kick. What? Yeah. We're gonna do fuck that guy.
Yeah,
the only fantasy football podcast.
I need to get into that one because I'm ready to get going on that, Dale.
We're the only fantasy football podcast that, you know what, is fuckthatguy.com. If fuck that guy, oh, fuck, I don't know what I'm getting. I shouldn't be doing this at work. Fuckthatguy.com.
No, probably not, but you're Dale.
Hold on. I'm checking fuckthatguy.com. If it is not taken,
it's definitely taken.
Oh, yeah. It's sold. Dang it.
Yo.
Oh, man. How about FTG? I think fuckthatguy.com is the next big thing. Fuck that guy. See, maybe I can get fuckthatguy.net.
Pretty sure some weird's going to pop up here right away, Dale.
Yes, I'm going to get all kinds of pop-ups in a second.
Yeah.
My computer's going to be ruined. Let's see. Oh, look, fuckthatguy.co. I can get that for $5. Fuckthatguy.club. Fuckmail.com. I can get that.
That sounds, you don't want that.
Fuckthatguy.app.
Your DMs would just be going crazy. They wouldn't come at me. They'd come at you for sure.
All right. I'll rethink behind buying this domain because I'll get a lot of spam too.
No, right. You're definitely getting a lot of spam.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get right into it. By the way, if you guys have you seen Ted Lasso yet?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's worth it. People have been telling me it's worth it. It definitely is. Anyways, it's on Apple TV. It's good stuff.
Why is this thing? There we go.
There you
go. A little bit better. There you go. Yeah, start off with fuck that guy because I got a little rant I got to go on here.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So in our keeper league that we're in, that yes, you are 4-0 in. Yeah, good job, Dale. Here's a nice little clap.
Can I say something before you go on your fuck that guy
thing?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you are 4-0, even if you're 3-1, if you're on top of your league right now, I'm the only 4-0 team in this league. Very super competitive. I've never won it. We've been doing it 12 years, and I've come close a few times. Just never went over the hill. If you're 4-0, I beg you guys to talk as much shit as you can. You know why, Clayton? Because the window for shit talking is so small in fantasy football. Just like golf. I talk so much shit in golf because one I hit a beautiful, beautiful drive, laid up right at the green, perfect hole, and then the next hole, slice right into the woods. So you have to learn to talk shit as much as you can as soon as you do well.
Agree.
So if
you're
you're
a little
4-0,
you're a little
talk
overboard though. You're a little overboard, but that's okay. I'll give it to you. Like you said, you're 4-0. So go to the same league that we're in. I am 1-3 in. So last night I go into the game, I'm down 4 points. 4 points.
Okay.
Here's why I'm leaning off this fuck that guy segment. Okay. You have one job as a football player, right? Quarterback, you throw the ball, you go get touchdown. Running back, run the ball, receiver, catch the ball, right?
Right.
I fight for this position every single year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody says kickers' lives don't matter. To me, kicker lives matter. So 4 points I needed out of the man, best kicker in the league before yesterday, Mr. Daniel Carlson of the Raiders.
Yep.
He goes and kicks 2 extra points. Great.
Perfect.
Puts
That's
me
all you
within
need.
2. That's all I need. Yeah, I need
points.
2 more. Yep. Lines up for a 52-yarder and fucking misses it.
Yep.
You had one job, and that's to kick it through the uprights. It's not hard. It's not a hard job. I mean, in practice, you just kick the ball.
That's all you fucking do.
Stop trying to kick 65-yarders and warm up and, at practice. Nobody gives a shit about that. I need you to hit that field goal to win my matchup, and I lost.
Yeah.
So you know what? Fuck you, Carlson. I'm still giving you a shot next week. You blow it next week, you're done. Game over.
Cut him.
Yeah, that's it.
The hard thing is, definitely kickers, they have one job, and when they miss a 50-yarder, it's like a 50-yarder shouldn't be that hard for them. That's all they're doing. All they're doing is kicking.
And I'll call myself out of that, Dale. I just hit the mic.
Yep. There you go. 9 in a row.
I don't care.
Look, but the bad thing is because there's only been 4 games, there's a big difference between 1-3 and 2-2. A big difference for me. 1-3, you seem like your season's over. 2-2, you're in it.
I'm in it. I'm still in it. You don't worry about that. I started the league one year and I was 0-6, and I ended up coming back. Finished second, but I made it to the big show. Yeah. So you know what?
That's what you do.
You can talk all shit you want. I'm coming for you. Don't worry about it.
There's a lot of so I'll just give you tips. If you are 4-0, look, fuck everybody in the league. If you're 4-0, you can say whatever you want. Your window of opportunity is so small on fantasy football. You get destroyed next week. I'm probably, I'm 4-0. I'm going to be 4-1 next week. I don't know. Who cares? All I know is right now I am leading in points. I am on top of the standings. And I can talk shit to everybody, and especially the people like that Armando won last year. I love my best shit talk is like, how do I categorize it? Like, kind of nice. Like, but people know that I'm not being nice, like, hey, it really sucks. You did so well last year, man. And, now it seems like your team just, you're just falling apart.
Dale, you send full-on emails to us saying, don't give up, guys. You'll get there. You'll get. Shut the fuck up and carry on with your day, okay? We get it. You're 4-0. Good job, Dale. Well done.
I understand that, not everybody's 4-0. But I'm here to tell you, even if you're 0-4, you could still do it, okay? Look, all you have to do, make some good pickups, make a couple trades. Look, I'm just saying this to give you guys advice. Okay. Look, this is no ill will. I'm not trying to shit talk. I'm just saying, make a couple trades, Clayton. Switch out a couple players. You got to start. The problem is you have to start players that are going to score more, and then you bench the players that are going to score less.
Cook fucked me this week. Fuck Dalvin Cook.
Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna get into fuck that guy. Pretty much fuck Daniel Carlson.
Brandon Ayuk, get out of here. You're gone.
Is he gone now?
Yes, he's done.
Really? You think so?
It's trash. Absolute trash.
Okay.
Debo's the man there, and now they're getting this running game going. Kittle's got to get going. Kittle could be a fuck that guy this week too, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he was banged up going into the game. So Ayuk, no, there's no reason why you are as bad as you are. You just plain suck. You're trash.
Borderline droppable right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, Well, I mean, Kittle's not borderline droppable.
No.
No.
Ayuk.
Ayuk. Miles Gaskin. I don't know. I think we're saying fuck that guy.
Absolutely. Malcolm Brown seems to be the favorite there right now.
Listen, Malcolm Brown is, I would say, a really, really good stash. I don't know if he's going to be the guy, but if you have an extra spot on your bench and you don't know where to fill it, I think Malcolm Brown is, I think he has a chance. I think he has a chance to emerge.
And you're not even going to have to go pay to get him, right? I mean, nobody's going to look at getting him because out of that, everyone's going to look at that backfield that you, especially after last week, and be like, no, stay far away from these guys. But yeah, so you're going to be able to get him as a free agent without having to burn your waiver or spend any money on him. Go out and do that. I agree with you 100%.
Yep. Miles Gaskin had 2 touches against the Colts last week.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Less. Yeah, I think it's going to be Malcolm Brown show sooner or later. He just needs to put up a couple good games in a row.
He looked good. He had a couple runs there last week that looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
Another one I'll talk about is how about Robert Tonyan? You know what? Fuck you, bud.
Yeah,
fuck that guy. Like, he done absolutely nothing. What he had, I'm just trying to look here. 2 catches for 8 yards on 6 targets. I mean, 7 targets. So
in a game where MVS was out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, look, he doesn't have great matchups coming up either. Robert Tonyan. Week 6 he plays the Bears. Week 8 he plays Arizona, plays Washington and Cincinnati in between those. So it's not looking great for him anyways. I am avoiding starting him. Fuck that guy. If you have him, are you dropping him?
I'm not dropping him. Not yet. No.
Not dropping him, but definitely fuck that guy.
Definitely. Fuck that guy for the week. That's what this is about, right? That's exactly what this is about. Guys that you started this week that completely let you down, shit the bed. Another one I'll talk about, quarterback position, Cousins. Kirk Cousins, fuck you, bud. You threw a touchdown, big deal. In a game that you're supposed to throw for 5 touchdowns and 400 yards, you threw for 200 and a touchdown. What did that do for me? Nothing. I could have got more production out of Mac Jones, and I did get more production out of Mac Jones. So, fuck you, bud.
Yep. Fuck you. Also, fuck that guy, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's washed. He's washed.
He's done. There is news on Ben Roethlisberger. Mike Tomlin said he has a hip issue from the game. Yeah, because he's old, and old people have hip issues. So we'll see. I mean, is Mason Rudolph? Are they going to get Deshaun Watson? They need to get Deshaun Watson.
They have to go for some. Well, yeah, but Watson's not going to play. They need to get.
Wait, hold on. Is Watson
Cam Newton's
suspended?
there? Cam Newton's sitting there.
Yeah. There you go. Cam Newton, I think, fits the system fairly well. I mean, if they're willing to play Ben Roethlisberger, they have to play Cam Newton.
Well, they would have to. I mean, I don't know. They have no depth back there as a quarterback. I mean, Mason Rudolph. Is Joshua Dobbs still there? I think he's still there. But guys that aren't going to
Dwayne Haskins
do anything. Oh, Haskins. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
But are you going to start him if he?
Ben Roethlisberger only 1 touchdown a game over the last 4 games. That ain't cutting it. And you know what? Who that really hurts? It doesn't. Who gives a fuck about Ben Roethlisberger, right? Who that really hurts is Deontay Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Claypool. It hurts those guys.
I mean, regardless whoever comes in, I think Deontay is still going to get his. I mean, he's the guy. He's a target hog there. He's going to get his no matter what. But I mean, when Roethlisberger's playing like shit, I mean, it shows in the scoreboard, right? I mean, sure, a guy could catch 9-10 balls on 13 targets for 80 yards, but if there's no touchdowns being thrown, it's kind of whatever. You're good in PPR, and that's about it, right?
Yeah. If you're in a 2-quarterback league, Mason Rudolph, I think, is a guy to go get.
To stash him, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Anybody else? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I do have a list here. Hold on.
All right. Hey, Bridgewater, Sutton. Oh, fuck those guys.
Yeah. Yep. What are we doing? Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta pull up my stuff.
Can I honestly say this? What about Tom Brady? Fuck that guy. Would you consider him a fuck that guy? What do you do? He didn't even throw a touchdown in one of the biggest games the most hyped up game that he's been in for the last, bigger than the Super Bowl. It seemed like the amount of hype going into that game on Sunday night, and he comes out, throws for almost 300. Great, but not even a single passing touchdown.
Yeah. That's he actually screwed me. Fuck that guy. Guys, I'm not saying fuck that guy too. Austin Eckler is a monster, man.
Balled out.
And look, rest of the season, easy top 10 running back rest of the season. If I'm trying to get Austin Eckler, I'd be 100% okay giving away somebody like Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, Zeke. I would trade Zeke for Austin Eckler. Would you do that?
Yep. I would go as far as even going with if you need to try to upgrade there, try to sell a guy like DK Metcalf or somebody like that. Package him with somebody to go get Eckler.
Yeah. He's a beast.
Ooh, Tyler Lockett. Fuck that guy. Another one. Sorry.
Yes. Yep. What's the opposite of fuck that guy? Fuck that guy, right? Either there's two ways to say it, right?
Yeah.
Like fuck that guy, or like I would fuck that guy. Right?
Whatever you want, Dale. However you want to put that. Sure, go ahead.
Justin Jefferson, fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That whole offense was terrible this week.
No. Justin Jefferson is amazing. I'm saying I'd fuck that guy.
Oh, you'd fuck that guy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
We tried this game once before.
Did we? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Right,
remember?
right.
Blow job, whatever, no job, hand
job.
job.
Yeah. Hey, we should bring that back.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, apparently I was blowing
blow
a ton
job,
of guys.
no job.
It's not a
what
good
was
thing.
it? No job, blow job. No
Hand
job or
job
blow
or
job.
something.
Oh, wait, hand job. There you go.
Hand job, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was too busy blow jobbing everybody, and it was just looked really bad. Really bad on my part. Yeah, I did.
All right. Are you here? I'm gonna throw out a couple other guys. You tell me if they're fuck that guys yet. Calvin Ridley actually did bounce back a little bit. Cordell Patterson is who everybody has those googly eyes for. But Calvin Ridley, what he seemed to be a lock for a top 12, is now a top 24 wide receiver.
I'm going to. Well, do you want to stick to the fuck that guy segment, or do you want to jump right into the buy sell stuff?
No, whatever.
I got Ridley on my. I'm going to go try to buy low right now on him. I think there's a few managers that are probably a little bit concerned with his production, so I'm gonna definitely try to throw out a few trades after going out for him.
All right. You're going to go after Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
I don't think I could put him above DJ Moore at this point.
No, not right now. Not with the amount of production that Moore is putting out every week.
Big fuck that guy. What was going on with Mike Williams? Yeah,
he wasn't involved whatsoever. I still think he is a I'm giving him another chance. So I'm not going to get rid of him quite yet.
Look, I'll tell you his receptions, yards, and touchdowns for the first three: 8 for 82 and a touchdown, 7 for 91 and a touchdown, 7 for 122 and 2 touchdowns, 1 for 11 and 0 touchdowns.
Yeah,
only on 4 targets. So he's seen his lowest target share, lowest reception, lowest amount of receptions. It just killed him. Can you buy low on him right now?
I'm not sure. You probably can. Actually, I don't think you can. But personally, if I'm going to go before this game, I would have said, I'm going to try to sell high on him just because I think they're going to probably get Keenan Allen a little bit more involved, right? But, I mean, we watched yesterday kind of what happened. And, I mean, is this going to get to the point where it's going to be you never know who one of these receivers are going to pop, but you just don't know which one it's going to be. As far as that kind of production from Mike Williams, I mean, I still think you won't get it as consistently. I think it'll be one of those, every other week kind of thing,
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is kind of phasing in a little bit to the buy sell kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson. Big giant question mark for me. I think, he is. I mean, looking at his numbers, they're okay. I mean, still 14 rushing attempts last week, 63 yards and a touchdown. Great, no problem there. His snaps are pretty consistent. How much he's on the field. I don't. He only had 14 attempts against Atlanta. I don't know. I feel like JD McKissick is going to keep eating away and taking value away from Antonio Gibson. Preseason, we didn't think that was going to happen, right? We knew JD McKissick was a nice little late round guy just in case, but I think JD McKissick, they want him to play a bigger role, and I think slowly they can eat away at Antonio Gibson. I don't know if Gibson's value is going to rise, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm on the completely opposite spectrum of that. I think that you're going to see Gibson's value move up because I think they're going to probably phase out JD McKissick. This is my opinion. JD McKissick, only for the sense that Curtis Samuel's back now, coming off IR. He's that kind of, what is that gimmick player, right? You could throw him out of the backfield, catch the ball out of the backfield. That's kind of what he was used like when he was in Carolina. I think now that Samuel's got a game under his belt, kind of wanted to, ease him into things. I think they're going to throw him out there full tilt. I think rather than taking snaps away from Gibson, you're going to see those snaps go to Samuel, which in then tells you that Gibson's going to be on the field more and, could possibly get more catches out of the backfield.
If Washington plays any better, I could see that. Overall, I don't think that they're very efficient offense, and that's why I don't think Gibson. I think Gibson's going to ebb and flow with this. He should have had a monster game against the Falcons. Falcons are horrible against the run. He only had 14 attempts. That shows me that if Washington
close game, they had to keep it. They had to keep throwing it.
So if it's a close game against Atlanta,
Heineke was awesome. Heineke was on fire.
Next week is the Saints, which is going to be a dud for them. The week after that is Kansas City, which they'll need to throw a ton to keep up. Next week is Green Bay. But that's what
I'm saying. I think Gibson's going to be more involved in coming those two games.
You think he's a better pass catcher than JD McKissick?
I do think that, yeah. But he's just right now. McKissick just seems to. Yeah, I mean, he's shown that the last 2 years, right?
I mean, last year he was leading. He led running backs in receiving.
No Curtis Samuel though.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be it's going to make a big difference with Curtis Samuel out there.
You think so? Okay,
yeah.
All right. Then he has Denver, then a bye, then he has Tampa Bay and Carolina. So tell me, look, I'm going to tell you Antonio Gibson's schedule. You tell me where he can have a good game. The Saints? No.
Average.
No. The Saints will not have not allowed like a 100-yard rusher.
Yeah, I know. He's really good.
All right, Saints. Kansas City has a bad run defense, but you're not going to be able to run on them because you're going to need to catch up. Next is Green Bay. You can run on them, but again, their offense sucks so bad that they're not going to run a ton. Denver, no chance you're going to run on them. Then they have a bye. Then they have Tampa Bay.
Denver's run defense doesn't scare me.
Denver's run defense.
They've played trash running backs.
I understand, but they also have performed well against these trash running backs.
Yeah, well, Gibson's not a trash running back. Gibson's a top 10 running back.
Right now, Denver's the third best against running backs, allowing fantasy points. All right, then they get Tampa Bay and Carolina.
They're going to find a way to get their second best offensive weapon the ball, regardless of what game script it is.
You think Washington's that good, huh? You think they can do that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you think Bill Belichick is coaching them all of a sudden?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, you betcha.
And they have Tampa Bay and Carolina. Dude, I'm sorry. Antonio Gibson might not have another good game until week 12. You want to bet?
Well, I own him everywhere, so piss off. Stop trying to talk me into trying to sell him and everything like that.
Sell him.
Can't do it.
Sell him.
I got far too many bets on him this year.
Sell him.
It does sound like you should, I guess, sell high on him, I guess, if you can. But the problem is a lot of guys draft him high enough where they're not going to be willing to. I mean, you're not going to upgrade on a guy like Gibson. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to trade Gibson and go get a Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor's below. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Just somebody that's above him in the rankings, right? You're not going to get anybody.
Antonio Gibson is going to be a top 24 running back, no matter what. Like, I'm not saying he's a total scrub. I'm just saying I'd rather have Jonathan Taylor or DeAndre Swift.
Fair enough.
Najee Harris.
See, DeAndre Swift, I disagree with that. I think that's where Jamal Williams has gotten into that more and more every game. So
Sure. Okay. All right. So, I mean, Antonio Gibson and DeAndre Swift then are basically in the same exact position. They're both on shitty teams. They both have a backup that can
It's cutting into
potentially
carries. Yeah,
cut in the carries. Yeah,
agreed.
Look, we agree. We agree.
We do. Eventually,
I
after
think-
all that we did, we agreed.
I think that was like the best 10 minutes of this podcast ever had. It may be the best I've ever had. I don't know. You've been killing it lately, but for some reason, it's like something clicked. Yeah, I feel passionate about fantasy football again.
Boom.
All right. Go ahead.
Another guy I wouldn't try to buy low on right now because of the lack of production is like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb both in the same breath. I like to go get them. CeeDee Lamb had a great first week 1. And then all of a sudden his production hasn't been there since. So I think that a lot of guys might be looking to, get rid of him for an upgrade at another position. Go out and get him if you can. If you got a running back too that you can spare, go and get that. Cause eventually CeeDee Lamb is going to pop again. And I mean, you're going to get that tight end or that wide receiver 1 production coming out of him.
CeeDee Lamb is a wide receiver 1, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah,
for sure. Here's an interesting trade. If you have DeAndre Hopkins, would you trade him for CeeDee Lamb? It's close.
It's close.
It's close. I think it's a pretty fair trade.
Yeah, it's close, definitely.
And just based off names, I think the person who has DeAndre Hopkins, I think most people would view DeAndre Hopkins way better than CeeDee Lamb.
Guaranteed.
So if you can get how about this? Somebody has DeAndre Hopkins and Zach Moss for I'm sorry. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins and Zach Moss. No. That's go the other way. DeAndre Hopkins for Zach Moss and CeeDee Lamb. If you have DeAndre Hopkins.
That's something you would have to do to probably to sweeten the deal a little bit, I would think.
But that's a clear win. That's a clear win for whoever's getting Moss and Lamb is what I'm saying.
100%. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Man, we're good today.
Yeah. Another guy that I'm going to buy low on. I know everybody's high on Aaron Jones, but AJ Dillon, 15 carries, 80 plus yards last week. He's starting to get a little bit more flow going in that offense. So maybe just somebody, either if you're a Jones owner or just a guy looking to get, maybe a flex play eventually on your team, he could eventually turn into that.
You think so, huh?
Yep.
I'm looking at his, they do have a good schedule coming up. But he was just heavily involved in this Pittsburgh game. Like you said, 15 carries, 81 rushing yards. So he was very utilized, very well utilized. He has Cincinnati coming up, Washington, Arizona, Kansas City, Seattle in the next few weeks. So,
but the thing is with A. Jones, as good as he's been, he had that big, huge game in week. What was that 3 touchdown game he had?
Yeah,
was that last week?
Yeah,
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
This guy's a guy that's been averaging 5 yards per carry. He's down I think it's to 3.5 or 3.7 yards per carry right now. He's starting to lose a little bit of juice too, I think, right? So, that's where you gotta. Dylan's averaging 4.5, close to 5 points, 4 yards per game, I think.
Yeah, Aaron Jones had 3.2 yards per attempt per carry. Last week, 4.3 the week before. But he's going to be the bell. He's pretty much a bell cow, right? But looking at the attempts, I guess the game script as well. But they basically split carries 50-50 almost. So
like I said, just moving forward, keep an eye on that. If you can go get him now, go get him now.
Interesting.
Should we get into some sells or what?
Sure.
Why not? You guys want to sell.
Darnold,
as much as I've been pumping Sam Darnold's tires, I love him. I think he's a great quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is being if I'm looking, way ahead now, not just, a couple weeks ahead, but now let's look toward his, fantasy playoff time, really when you need guys stepping up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his final 4 games, including the fantasy playoffs, are going to be Buffalo, Tampa Bay, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay again. Not the friendliest schedule, I don't think.
Right.
So if you got Sam Darnold sitting on your bench right now, I would try to trade him. Try to trade him for, say, upgrade at another position. Go get kind of just, I guess, a scrub quarterback that'll at least do the trick when you need him to. You know what I mean? If you need him in those playoffs. If Sam Darnold's your number 1, I'm going to go trade him. Try to get somebody maybe with a little less value, but that's what I'm going to do with Darnold.
I don't. The problem is, I kind of do agree with you, but it's way harder to trade, especially somebody like Sam Darnold. It's way harder to trade than it sounds.
It's
You know,
not
you look.
not a sexy name, right? That's the
No, it's
problem.
not.
It's not a Aaron Rodgers or a Patrick Mahomes or anything like that. But if there's a Panthers fan
Yeah.
out there that really
Yeah.
loves him, then try to make that deal.
4 games over 300 yards. He has 5 touchdowns in the 4 games.
And that's what I mean. You look at his schedule moving forward for the next 3-4 weeks right now. I mean, that's a beautiful schedule for him. So, I mean, you go from there. If you could get a guy that'll, take the bait and go buy him for these next 4 weeks, well, when he actually really needs them, he's going to get fucked. So,
yeah,
my opinion. Only.
I'm considering stashing him where I don't have a good quarterback, stashing him for week 6, 7, and 8.
Or buy him now. Him now, maybe. I guess you can look at it kind of either way, right? Buy him now for the next 4 weeks and then
just
sell
as a rental.
him. And then sell him afterwards after he has another, 3 out of 4 300-yard games, right? I guess you could look at it that way too.
Sure. If I'm a betting man, I am betting Sam Darnold's over 300 yards in the next 3 weeks. Philly is a little bit more difficult than they seem, but I still think he can get over the
and he's
yards.
not right now. He's on pace for 22 rushing touchdowns. That's not going to happen. He's going to regress in that department, especially even with CMC coming back, right?
I mean, 4 touchdowns in 2 games, rushing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns in 2 games,
5 total to lead the league. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is nuts. I like it though.
Yeah, 100%. He's balling out right now. Yeah. And another guy is Cordarrelle Patterson. I don't know. He's getting like 11 carries a game. That's it. Of course, 3 out of the 5 catches last week were touchdowns. But defenses are going to adjust as time goes on, right? They're eventually going to be able to. How you would even think about that in this day and age, having to scheme to stop Cordarrelle Patterson of all people. Defenses will do that, and eventually it's going to come to an end.
Look, so he's no slouch.
No, he's not. He's playing well right now. Don't get me wrong, but if you go after, I'm going to try to go upgrade at my wide receiver position or even quarterback position. I'm going to go to a running back needy team and be like, hey, take Patterson. I'll give you Patterson. Try to upgrade somewhere else that you need to on your roster and get rid of him, and hopefully that's the way to go. I wouldn't want to be trusting him as my RB1 even to week moving forward.
No. And just so anybody who has so much success on such shorts, such little opportunity, it will scare me. Hey, you might be, the next big thing. I doubt it.
He's been in the league for how long?
Yeah.
He's never done shit.
I would sell him for guys like I would take Mike Davis ahead of him. I would take Melvin Gordon.
You said his name.
I did. I know. I was waiting for you.
Editing it out. I'm just kidding. Another guy I like to buy low on too, especially after last week's, just horrendous quarterback plays. Brandon Cooks. I bet you a lot of guys are going to be worried about this Davis Mills game. I mean, he was bad. I mean, 5 catches
Mills
is bad. He is bad.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but doesn't matter who's in quarterback. He's not going to have a bad game like that. Again, that was horrendous. I mean, you're playing it was torrential downpour there. So, I mean, you're not going to necessarily be in that environment, again, especially next week.
The environment didn't help him for sure.
Yeah. But even when he is in, Brandon Cooks is still going to get his. He's their basically target hog. He's their main guy. I think you're going to see that move forward. A lot of guys are probably going to be like, Mills sucks, which he does. But I'm still going to, if I could go buy low on Brandon Cooks right now, I'm still firing up in leagues that I have him in right now. Not worried about it at all.
I am. And I'll tell you why. Through 3 games, he's averaging 119 yards, passing yards. 119. He hasn't hit 200 passing yards yet.
Are you talking Mills? You're talking about?
Yeah, Mills.
You can't put in the second game though.
Okay.
What about the other 2?
So the other 2, he's averaging 130.
Boom! It's going up.
He had 102, 168, and 87.
But what did he do in that first full game? What did Cooks do with Mills in week 3?
maybe a touchdown because Mills has two passing touchdowns.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he had over 100 yards and a
Carolina.
touchdown,
Yeah,
maybe or something like that. So
all right, okay. Next game for Davis Mills is New England.
boom.
Shit. You want to bet the over under on 100 passing yards?
No, I do not. I just watched them absolutely. Yeah. Do you think Belichick's just going to basically just take four guys and out of the back and just cover Cooks, man? Just cover Cooks. You know what? Sell Cooks. Maybe a bad idea. Yeah. Sell Cooks. Don't listen to me. Sell Cooks. Quarterback trash. He's trash now too.
And a crazy thing, say he does start doing better. Something clicks, right? Week 14 and 15, he has a good schedule. And then week 17, he plays San Francisco, which should be decent. So
now I'm benching Cooks everywhere now.
Next week, hey, it could all go to Cooks. All that he needs is 70 yards and a touchdown. So if he gets almost all the yards from Mills and gets a fluke touchdown, you're good.
Yeah.
There's just no opportunity to do it.
Okay, did you just forget Brady didn't throw a touchdown against New England? I'm pretty sure long neck David Mills will not catch throw a touchdown.
Sorry.
What about Nick Chubb? Are you worried about?
Sorry to everybody in Mills Mafia.
Yeah, are you worried about Nick Chubb at all with the him and
I'm trading for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I sent a trade earlier for Nick Chubb. I like him. I still think he's. Look, he has a tough schedule. I mean, I know it's early in the season. I keep mentioning schedules, but you have to look ahead and kind of predict on where these guys are going to finish. He has the Chargers, who has shown to be very well against the run. Denver and Pittsburgh, both really good against the run, and then Arizona, which isn't bad. I mean, they're not the best, but they're not bad. So you have 4 upcoming games that aren't going to be great for maybe Nick Chubb, but these are kind of shitty teams that you can get ahead. If the Browns play well, they get ahead, and the game script could show that Nick Chubb, gets, another 20 attempts. Last 2 weeks, Chubb has 22 and 21 attempts. One game surpassed 100 yards. So
what about a guy? I do like those takes. What about a guy that a lot of people probably are holding on to? Maybe a guy like Michael Thomas, who's technically could come back in week 6. Coming to fire. I mean, if you're looking for a guy that's struggling, they could be 1-3 right now. Looking to move a guy, was Michael Thomas somebody you'd maybe go after?
Yeah, why not? Somebody like if you're 2-2 or you're 1-3. I wouldn't know. I'm not. I don't have any 1-3.
Shut up.
But say you are, and you have Marquez Callaway sitting there. I would trade I would get Michael Thomas for Marquez Callaway.
Yeah.
I would make that trade. I would give up. If I'm sitting pretty right now in the league that I'm winning, I'm 4-0. That league, I have Laviska Shenault on my bench, and with DJ Chark out, I'm feeling really good about Shenault.
Oh,
but I think I would consider getting Michael Thomas for Shenault just to sit on my bench for a little bit longer. I have Justin Jefferson. God, I already forgot who I have. Justin Jefferson, Deebo Samuel, and another really good wide receiver. I don't remember.
You know what? If Deebo Samuel goes down, your team's not going anywhere because that's why you're getting all these points right now. Deebo is dynamite.
And Mike Evans, and Mike Evans too. So I have 3 receivers that will start ahead of those guys no matter what. So Laviska Shenault's looking good. Wait another game, and we'll see.
What are you doing with Robert Woods now? This is 4 weeks in a row. He hasn't really done much of anything. Are you selling him? Or are you just staying patient with him?
Robert Woods, the famed PPR monster. I think I'd hold on to him just a little bit longer. I think he has similar value to guys like Antonio Brown. Do you agree?
Yeah. I'm not going to give up on because I know what his past is, or what he's done in the past, but I am starting to get a little bit nervous, to be honest with you.
Yeah. 3 and 4 receptions in the last 2 weeks. And they've had good matchups is a problem. They've had matchups where, Cooper Kupp you see is exploding because of these matchups. By the way, so they have one kind of bad matchup. they don't have any bad matchups. He has a terrific fucking schedule. There's 2 bad matchups in the entire 7 weeks. And that is against Houston, which they could still lights out against Houston. They can get up on Houston in week 8. And then week 17, they play Baltimore. Besides that, Detroit, Seattle, Giants, San Francisco, Jacksonville. I mean,
So you're holding.
I am fucking holding.
Yeah.
And I think this strengthens my opinions on Cooper Kupp that, yeah, they haven't played anybody great, but guess what? They're not going to.
Yeah, and you're hoping that he gets it together. I mean, they're going to start using him. Yeah.
Look, last week 4 for 48 and a touchdown.
Yeah,
it's serviceable. I mean, but then if you're starting him, you're also starting him when he has 3 for 33 and no touchdowns. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, another guy I'm going to try to sell right now. I'm curious to know where you're going with this too. Is Sanders? What do you do, Miles Sanders? I'm trying to sell him. I want him off my team.
I fucking hate Miles Sanders, man. I told you that.
Gainwell is getting way too many touches, and for my liking, to even want to trust Sanders moving forward.
Even Gainwell, I mean, the problem is there's no last 2 games. The Eagles have 9. Or I'm sorry, Miles Sanders only has 9 touches last 2 games. That's not enough to do anything. That's and guess what? Week 5, he plays Carolina. Don't forget about it. He's going to get another 7 attempts. Then week 6, he plays Tampa Bay. You have another 2 games where you can't start him.
Yeah,
you're not starting Miles Sanders next 2 games.
Yeah, so sell him if you got him.
And look, this isn't even a thing about Gainwell. Gainwell is not that it's not like, oh, get Gainwell and sell Miles. No, this backfield is going to be horrible.
Yeah, but he's the one catching the balls of the backfield, right? So I'd rather have Gainwell than Sanders.
Okay, yeah. I mean, last week again, game script. If they're going to be down, which they're going to be down a lot, it seems like Kansas City last week. Gainwell had 6 receptions for 58 yards. That's a huge boost to his fantasy value.
Hey, and
when you're only getting 2 or 3 other touches. What's official?
It's official. Josh Gordon has been activated, so we will see some Josh Gordon action next week.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, should we do some news really quick? Because there is a little bit pieces of
news.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on. Drop the news thing. News.
There you go.
You like it? Hold on, loading it up. We already said Roethlisberger is dealing with a hip injury.
Yep.
This is interesting. NFL media reports that the Bears are sending a 6th-round pick to the Dolphins for Jakeem Grant.
I just saw that right now as well.
That's interesting, especially that Will Fuller is down, and Jakeem Grant isn't he pretty similar to Fuller when it comes to skill set?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, exactly.
So, pretty interesting that the Dolphins fuck it.
Yeah. We got other guys. We got Waddle, and that's all we need.
Yeah. That's all we need.
And also, I think it was David Montgomery's expected to miss. Was it 5 weeks?
4 to 5 weeks. Yep.
So Damian Williams easily is your number 1 waiver ad.
Wait, hold on. This Damian Williams guy?
Yeah, that's him. Subbed out. And then, that's the biggest thing for me is that the news that came out about Montgomery. So it wasn't a torn ACL. What it was it's a knee sprain out 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay. Something to keep track of, especially in 2 quarterback leagues. Teddy Bridgewater may not play week 5 with a concussion. Who knows? You know how concussion protocols work. So the only guy really to even blink your eye at for here is Drew Lock. I don't know.
No. We'll see. Yeah. No, I'll go with either of the running backs in that position. I'm not touching any of the receivers. We saw Drew Lock's terrible.
Yep. Yeah, he is. Let's hope that Elijah Mitchell comes back week 5. He hopes Kyle Shanahan hopes that he will be.
What's his role going to be though? Is Shanahan going to be like, yeah, you know what, you did well. That I'm not going to let you lose your job over an injury when you just saw Sermon run for almost 100 yards.
I am taking Elijah Mitchell.
Are you playing him over Sermon next week? If he's
100%.
Okay.
100%. Maybe if there's what's more than 100%. Definitely
101%.
101%. I am starting Elijah Mitchell. Look, last week, Trey Sermon. I want to make sure I had the right stats. 19 for 89. That's fine and dandy. That's fine. It was against Seattle, who has god awful rushing defense against running backs. The 49ers have Arizona coming up in week 5, and they have a bye. I am 100% okay. 101% starting Elijah Mitchell week 5.
Good to know.
Solid flex player. I'll have him ranked in the top 30.
Good to know.
Only because I spent way too much fab on Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, exactly. Is that why you're 101%?
A little
because
bit,
of that?
A little bit. Maybe that clouds my judgment a little bit. I'm not starting Trey Sermon, that's for sure. Are you on board with that? Saying for sure not starting Trey Sermon if
For
Elijah
sure,
Mitchell
yeah.
plays?
Yeah.
The question is how much work will Elijah Mitchell get?
Exactly. That's the biggest thing.
If I don't have Elijah Mitchell, I would trade him for Jamal Williams. I would get Elijah Mitchell for Jamal Williams. That's how much I like Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, that's a you move for sure. It's a you move. Definitely a you move. What about this? Does Urban Meyer finish the year as the Jags head coach?
It was a mistake. Give him a break. He has a bad judgment.
There was I can't remember who it was. I was listening to somewhere on the radio or something like that. They were talking about he's trying to sabotage it so that they fire him so he could go take that. What is it? The what's the college? Is it the USC job? Is that who?
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah, the USC job. He's trying to sabotage it so they fire him just so he can go back to college. Because apparently he came out and told someone that coaching the Jags is like coming out every week and you're playing against Alabama every week in the NFL.
Yeah, you didn't see that? He was mic'd up. One of the guys was
Is
mic'd.
that what it was? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, before who was it? And then he said in the press conference, the other coach said in the press conference too, like kind of jokingly, like, yeah, Urban said that's like playing Alabama every week. I was like, I don't know. That's not a good look.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a good look. Like you want to pretend that you're here. Like you want to pretend that you've been there before, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, this shit's easy. I got it. No problem. It's fine. Anyways, I feel like we talk more players per minute than any other podcast. And this is why we're number 1 in the world. This is exactly why, Clayton, that we're the number 1 podcast and number 1 fantasy football players in the world.
Because we throw so many players out, so much info at you all at once.
45 minutes of podcasting, and we talked about 55 players. That's 1.12 fantasy football players per minute. I wonder if that's close. Something. I bet you. We need somebody to count how many players we talk about.
Come on, one of you guys at E Nation, let's go.
No, don't waste your time.
Yeah, exactly.
How much could we pay a listener to get an Eat Sleep Fantasy tattoo? How much?
I'd pay for it.
Yeah,
definitely pay for it. Whoa, that's a huge mic drop.
I literally dropped the mic.
That was the biggest one ever, and you're ragging on me for banging mine. You're dropping it.
Just dropped it. Okay.
I say we pay for it. I say we definitely pay for it and probably throw them, a couple $100.
And then I would feel guilty that they have Eat Sleep Fantasy on their body. But if you have a ton of tattoos and you're like addicted to it,
how about a giant one like this on your back?
I wouldn't do it.
It's the back tattoo.
Look, oh man. If you already have a lot of tattoos, look, don't get it like, if you're not really into tattoos. But if you have a lot of tattoos anyways and you're just looking to fill up space on your skin, me and Clayton will pay for an Eat Sleep Fantasy tattoo. Plus, I can throw in a used Target gift card. It has like $13 on it. And
I might have a few Walmart gift cards actually.
How much is it? How much would an Eat Sleep Fantasy tattoo cost? Like $150?
Yeah,
like if you just get like a normal size, like a business card size. Okay, yeah. So we could do that for like $100. Plus, we'll throw in another 100.
We should do that for a bet one day, Dale.
I would no. I would be bullshitting you. Look. My skin is clean, man. I want my first tattoo to be something special. It's like losing my virginity. I just don't want it to be any girl. It needs to be something special, man.
I got to get 2 more because I got 2 more kids. I got to figure out what I'm doing.
Where are you gonna put them?
I'm not sure. I haven't thought about it yet. Maybe one across my neck. Would that be sweet?
Neck tat. That would be good.
Yeah, really right. Good. I don't know. I got both kids on my arms. I might maybe have to just fill in my sleeves or something like that. I don't know.
You know what's kind of crazy? I know Riley's watching this. You have a tattoo of his name, but he doesn't have a tattoo of your name.
Yeah, not a chance would he do that. He's tatted up pretty good.
And he wouldn't get your name.
No.
How much do you think we could pay him to get your name on him?
He wouldn't do it. Not a
so.
Chance would he do it.
But he's tatted, right? He has a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, he's got like a wolf on his shoulder.
Okay, Riley, you have a fucking wolf on your shoulder. You can get your dad's name.
Yeah, he's got a Joker tattoo as well. And he's got a tattoo of when he went to Cabo with his mom. Him and his stepdad have matching tattoos. Yeah, he's got quite a few.
Wait. Oh, how does this make you? Wait, hold on. I'm
okay with it. I know exactly.
No. He has a matching tattoo with his stepdad, but he doesn't have a matching tattoo with his dad.
Nope.
Wow.
I'm okay with that.
How does that make you feel?
I feel okay about it.
Look, hey, time out.
His stepdad's a beauty. He's a really good guy.
I understand that. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Look, talk to me, buddy. I'm looking at you in your eyes right now. Look, I'm sure he loves you. Maybe not as much. I'm sure he loves you. Oh, you know what would be good? Okay, so he has a wolf on the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
How about like a banner, like a nameplate banner under the wolf that says your name, so it looks like the wolf's name is Clayton?
Hey, Riley, if you're listening,
I'll pay for it, Riley.
Make sure you don't do it.
I'll pay either. Oh, you know what would be great? A heart with a banner instead of, how they have the mom tattoos, but have it say dad.
Yeah, no, he's not going to do that.
Come on,
he's not doing that.
He would
maybe do the Clayton. He would maybe do the name bar underneath the wolf, but that's about it. He's not putting no fucking heart with the arrow through it. It says dad on it. Not a fucking
That would
chance.
be great.
No, it would not be.
Oh, man. See, for me, if I put like my daughter's name on my body, I would expect when they get tattoos, they would do the same for me. Like they would have dad on their shoulder.
Well, you could think that, but it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, man. Do you regret having Riley?
No.
Joking.
I'm glad I only have one daughter too, which is a nice thing.
I couldn't imagine having sons. I couldn't.
Three boys and one girl, man.
Fuck that.
Great times.
Fuck that. Anyways. All right, buddy. This was fun. I hope everybody learned something today. Now, what did you learn today, Clayton? Dan Patrick does this. Does he do it, or who do I hear? I don't know. Some radio show does it. So we're gonna do that. What did you learn today?
I learned many players to buy and sell. I learned there's a lot of fuck that guys.
No. Specific. What did you learn today?
I learned that Daniel Carlson fuck himself.
Okay.
I've learned I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna sell Darnold after the next 4 weeks. I'm gonna sell
4 weeks. Yep.
I'm going to go buy CeeDee Lamb and Dak
and sell Gibson.
All right,
that's what I learned.
His matchup is horrendous.
I learned that we need to sell Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
Dream and eat nation, we doing what we like. Tune in every week, guarantee we get it hype. Fantasy, football enthusiasts, I know you plan to be joining us on Eat Sleep Fantasy.